He's against human rights.
What human rights is he against?
LGBTQIA+.
He will trash free and fair elections.
Really? You think that?
That's coming next
What
year.
proof do you have? Next year. I'll put it on my calendar.
On the way, ICE, National Guard in Chicago.
Your white supremacists are your Trump supporters.
What proof do you have for that?
Thank you.
What proof do you have for that?
You know.
Do you have any proof for him being a racist?
Have you watched him on TV?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get your words so I don't spew. I want to get your words right. What has he done that's racist?
Watch him on TV, you'll see.
Who's in practice right now?
The ICE group
Okay. Practicing for what?
to interfere with elections. Which side are you on?
Oh, I support Donald Trump. I would give him a 9.
Oh my God.
But you don't have to walk away. We can have a conversation. We were on our way to Clearwater Beach when the Lord actually took us on the path to the Dunedin Farmers Market. So here we are instead. The Lord provides. I love farmers markets. We're asking people to rate Donald Trump's job on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best. Let's go. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate Donald Trump's job so far in his second term, 10 being the best?
No comment.
This lobster roll?
How would you rate the lobster roll?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Now, Donald Trump.
0.
Rate the job President Trump has done so far, 10 being the best.
0?
0? Really? You're the first person I've talked to that has said 0. Why do you give him a 0?
Who are you giving it to?
Donald Trump.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Why are we giving him a 0?
Just look at the world as it is today.
Racist. Piece of shit.
Okay, what has he done that's misogynistic or racist?
Raped women, assaulted women,
Okay.
talks down to women, cheats on his wives, all that.
Yeah. What about the racist part? Do you have any proof for him being a racist?
Have you watched him on TV?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get your words so I don't spew. I want to get your words right. What has he done that's racist?
Watch him on TV, you'll see.
Yeah, I do watch him on
Between
TV.
him and Miller.
Okay.
That-
Okay. Would you give Miller a better score?
Please. No, they're both exactly what my wife was saying.
Okay, so he's also a racist misogynist.
Yep.
Okay.
You guys have a good.
What's the proof for him being a racist?
I'm done. You guys have a good day.
Okay. We're just out here throwing terms around, but we can't back them up. That's a crazy thing to just start calling people racist, just left and right. Yeah, I would love for proof though. Okay, do you think Trump should get a Nobel Peace Prize?
Absolutely,
Okay, why so?
because he's brought peace to the world.
Yeah, a lot of countries he's brokered peace deals with, huh?
No doubt. Absolutely.
Would he get an A plus or an F?
I like Trump.
You don't like Trump? You do.
do.
You do. So do I. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, how would you rate Donald Trump's job so far?
0.
0. Okay.
Negative 50.
Negative 50. That's the lowest score I've gotten today. All right. Why the negative 50?
Because he's ruining our country.
Okay.
Who is this for?
My YouTube channel. My name's Caitlin. My channel's Liberty Hangout. What would you give him? Lower than that?
Lower than that.
Lower than that? Like negative 51?
He's like, I can't even begin to explain how horrible he is.
Okay.
He is just vile.
He's
Okay.
running amok and nobody's stopping him.
Well, how would you rate Donald Trump's job so far, second term?
Hell yeah! Woo! Taking care of the veterans.
Nice. All right. Thank you for your service. So why is he so vile?
I don't know if I'm prepared for this right now.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
If I thought someone was vile, I would be able to tell you why. I can tell you why I think Joe Biden is vile.
Oh God. I don't want to start this. He is an idiot. He is supposedly a businessman, but what is he doing with our economy? He is against everything that he's against human rights.
What human rights is he against?
LGBTQIA+. He's
Can you go more into depth about that? What rights of gay people has he vehemently been against that you can point to for solid proof?
well, is he a Christian that is one of the people who believes I can't do this right now.
I was just asking for proof. If he's against gay rights, yeah.
Are you kidding?
No, I like proof when people say that someone's against human rights.
No, thank you.
If you think of any, come on back. I'll be here for the next couple hours. Odds are she has no idea what she's talking about. That's okay. How would you rate Donald Trump's job so far in a second term?
A 0.
Okay.
0.5.
0 and a. Okay, that's nice. That's generous. Why would you say 0?
I think he's just breeding hate.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, that's what I think he does. He
Okay.
just is dividing everyone.
Yeah. So you think like the hate is coming from Donald Trump?
Yes.
Okay.
I know it is.
You know it is. Okay, well, let me ask you this and kind of play devil's advocate. We've actually seen political violence on the rise from the left wing against Trump supporters and people who share in the conservative.
Accurate.
That's not accurate?
Yeah, it's not accurate.
Okay.
Most of the political violence is coming from the right.
So when you include, I know the statistic you're talking about, and when they include white supremacists as right-wing violence,
Those
which
are
is not
Trump
fair.
Supporters. Those are your Trump supporters. Yeah, your white supremacists are your Trump supporters.
What proof do you have for that?
Thank you.
What proof do you have for that?
You know.
No, because he's very pro-Israel, and usually white supremacists don't like they don't like Israel.
Sweetie, you're drinking the Kool-Aid.
Hi ladies, how are you? We're asking people on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, what number would you give Donald Trump to rate his job so far?
I would give him a negative number.
A negative number? Oh my goodness, why?
I don't have enough time to go into so
Like
many.
30 seconds on the number one thing, you're like, you know what, this right here, negative.
I would say negative because we're not looking out for other people. We're going after other people. We're not taking care of people unless you're in the 99%. So I think that the government should be taking care of the people that live there.
How would you rate Donald Trump's job so far in a second term?
I have to give him a 1.
You have to give him a 1.
1. I
All
couldn't
right.
give him a 1. A 0.
A 0.
Minus 10.
Someone gave me a negative 50 today.
Oh, I'm negative 100 then. I'll beat it.
Okay,
I'll beat
why a
it.
negative 100?
Well, women's rights, civil rights, free and fair elections gone.
Okay. Free and fair elections gone.
They will be. He will trash free and fair elections.
Really? You think that?
That's coming next
What
year.
proof do you have? Next year. I'll put it on my calendar.
On the way, ICE, National Guard in Chicago.
You're just
They're
listing
practicing.
listing off things,
They're
but
practicing. They're in practice right now.
ISIS?
ISIS. And,
Who's in practice right now?
the ICE group
Okay. Practicing for what?
to interfere with elections and to try to interfere with free people voting and scare people.
Really?
Terror tactics. Which side are you on?
Oh, I support Donald Trump. I would give him a 9.
Oh my God.
Only, but you don't have to walk away. We can have a conversation. That is the craziest conspiracy theory, which I thought we weren't allowed to have any of those, by the way. He said that ICE agents are practicing for the midterms next year so that they can rig the election and scare people away from voting. The only people who would be scared from voting with an ICE agent around are illegal immigrants who shouldn't be voting anyways.
I like seeing both sides of the aisle. I
Absolutely,
really do.
yeah,
I
as you
don't like
should.
seeing one source here, one source there.
Yeah, you know, a good way to do that is ground.news. You can actually go there at 40% off QR code on the screen right now. If you want to know what each side of the aisle is saying about a particular news source or a topic, go to ground.news/liberty. You can see from the left perspective, from the right perspective, and right down the middle, it gives you a good summary of what everyone is saying on both sides. So you know what people who disagree with you are reading in the news.
Let me show you why Ground News is so revolutionary. It's able to show me how 65% of coverage on this story about Kilmar Abrego Garcia was slanted to the left, while just 6% came from the right. Use the QR code on the screen or go to ground.news/liberty right now for 40% off to use the same tools I do to stay informed.
So you will never guess who we are seeing. If you guys watched our last video, you're gonna see it's the dogs who are gonna bite me if I get too close. You.
Get away from my dogs. Get away from my dog. Go.
If you run our dogs, the dogs will bite you.
Hi guys! If you guys could rate Donald Trump's job, oh no, I don't want them to bite me again. I just keep running into these people. Why are they everywhere? How would you rate Donald Trump's job so far in the second term?
10 being good?
Yeah.
10.
10? Yeah? You agree with that?
Sure.
She's like, I don't care. Do you think that he took care of the Israelis and the Palestinians brokering that peace deal?
I don't have enough information about what really went on there to really comment on that.
So they're going to release each other's hostages, and Israel's going to release hundreds of Palestinian prisoners that they have, and they're going to release them back to Gaza. And Palestinians are actually going home to Gaza right now, so they can go there because it's safe.
Yeah.
And they're going to get their people home, and no more bombs, no more firing. Ceasefire is done. That's good, right? That's taking care of other people.
That's good. That still doesn't make me a fan of him, but yeah, that's good.
That's okay. Yeah. Is there anything else that he's done that's good?
No, I'm not a fan of him.
No, not at all. Okay.
No, you'll have to ask somebody else.
All right, we can give him we can give him the Nobel Peace Prize though for the Israel thing, right? No. He freed Palestine. Free. She said she doesn't care. I said he freed Palestine. She goes, I don't care. It goes to show, even when he does what they want him to do, they just don't care. I don't want peace in Gaza. I only want to hate Trump. If you could rate Donald Trump's job 1 to 10, 10 being the best, zero. Why zero? Why zero?
Because there's no other. It's just he's
Like duh,
awful.
right?
He's awful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is he awful?
Everything he's doing. I'm a teacher, Department of Education.
You are, huh?
Yes, I was.
Yeah. Well,
And-
would you say that his peace deal, he's brokering a peace deal with Israel and Palestine, that's a good thing, right? No?
I'm not going to answer that one.
Well, do you think that people in Palestine deserve peace?
Going the other way with that.
The liberals hate Trump so bad they won't even say good job for bringing peace to the people they claim to champion. And we're asking people if they could rate Donald Trump's job on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, what would you give him?
10. I'd give him a 0.
10. A 0.
And we're friends.
Oh, that's beautiful though. I love that.
And we can be friends.
Yes, you
And we don't
can.
argue about politics or religion.
Yeah.
But every once in a while we zing each other.
Yeah. You gotta have a little zing here and there. All right, that's beautiful, ladies. How would you rate Donald Trump's job in the second term?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like he's doing pretty good. So,
Okay.
7, 8.
Okay, what could he do better to get that to a 10?
I mean, it's not.
Where's he going? Does he agree with you?
Sometimes. I think it's more not what he does, but sometimes what he says on social media. That's all. But yeah.
What score would you give Donald Trump for his job so far?
There are some things he does well and then some things not so well. So it will really depend upon the issue, quite frankly. Overall, a 4.
A 4? Okay, so definitely some room for improvement.
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
My opinion, I would give him a 10, actually a 9 on the immigration enforcement going on. I think he should ramp up those deportations in particular. I don't think he could be doing as many as he promised he would do. Would you agree with me there?
No, sorry.
Okay. So you would like to see maybe less deportations?
I think that both sides should get together and figure out a way to keep the people here who are hardworking, who contribute to our society and our economy, figure out a way to keep them here. Clearly you want to get the criminals out. I mean, that's a given.
Yeah.
But I just think Congress has done a bad job in the past several decades, let's face it, trying to figure out a way to keep the people who are here and who want to stay here and who contribute. So that's what I think. I think we just failed as a government in that respect.
Yeah. Trump has said that he will not target farms and stuff unless there's gang activity or drug trafficking going on or human trafficking going on. He did promise that he would lay off the hospitality workers in particular. So I think that might be one of those compromises that you might be talking about. He said he wants to focus on the worst first, and sometimes workers are wrapped up in that because the people coming here illegally to work aren't always just coming to work. It's a good fodder for them to say, I'm just a worker, when in fact they're actually over here doing all this other stuff.
I mean, absolutely. You get rid of the people who aren't contributing to society. I mean, 100%. You want to get rid of even citizens who aren't contributing to society. They go to jail, right?
And how would you rate Donald Trump's job so far, 10 being the best?
Seen you on TikTok, number 1.
Number 1. All right. So wait, a 10 maybe? 10 the best? Okay.
I'm sorry.
All right, good. You as well, 10? All right, cool. Are you guys from here? Oh, Louisiana. Okay. We're asking people what they would grade Donald Trump on his job so far in the second term.
I know you.
You know me? Thank
I watch you
you.
on your. Yeah.
Oh, so
He's
you.
doing fantastic.
Okay, great.
Yeah, he's doing awesome.
Yeah,
He's
is this
doing
like a
awesome. He's doing
super
everything.
red
He's staying
area?
to all his campaign commitments. He stayed to every single one of them, which you just don't see in a politician
Absolutely.
today. He laid them all out right in the beginning, and he's checking them off one at a time.
Absolutely.
So.
What do you think of his recent peace deal situation?
I think it's fantastic. I think he deserves a Nobel Prize. He won't get it, but I think he deserves it.
Let me ask you this real quick. Do you
I just
know?
think we failed. We did over the decades. It's not just his fault.
Yeah,
it's
no.
every president.
Biden has a big chunk of that, letting in all these people.
All these guys over the decades. Nobody has been able to figure out how we can keep these people here legally.
Well,
and allow them to stay here and contribute.
Well, they're not here legally, so
Well,
they
I know,
can't
figure out
keep
a way
them.
to keep them here legally.
I don't think that we should.
So, well, they really contribute a lot to our society.
Well, how much do
you
they
can
cost
go
a
to
taxpayer dollar?
restaurant- You can go to a restaurant and have really good food at a reasonable price because they're back there working. I mean,
Yeah.
we need workers.
But that's the thing. It might be at a reasonable price, but I don't think it's right to pay someone who's an immigrant or really anybody slave wages.
It's not slave wages, but we need workers.
They aren't getting paid minimum wage.
We don't have enough U.S. citizens to fill in all the jobs.
Yes, we do.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do. It's just the fact that those people are willing to be subjected to really terrible working conditions and low wages
they
because
should be.
that's
I agree.
Right. So, but when you want them to stay here, that's what they're getting paid, and I think that's wrong. It is illegal for a company to take advantage of people in a desperate situation like that, and so I don't think that's fair.
It is, but if you find a way for them to be legal, then suddenly they have something they can organize, they can try to get better wages. Because they're illegal, they're getting paid so low.
Yeah.
I want to make them legal so they are part of society and they can get paid a better wage. And that's where I think we failed.
So
You're
why
right,
don't
we are
we
using them? You're 100%.
So why don't we instead put them back to their country because they broke a crime coming in?
They did.
And then we can raise the wages and force those companies to pay American citizens those jobs with wages that are fair and livable. And then Americans would work them.
It would be nice. I just don't think we have enough people.
We have enough people. It's just they don't want to work for $1 an hour.
I'll rate him an 8 or 9.
Okay. How could he get that 10?
Probably try not to say things that purposely fire people up. I think he enjoys doing that.
Him and I have that in common.
There you go. I mean, it's not all bad, but yeah, I just think sometimes he purposely does that, and
he likes to troll a little bit.
He does. But I think as far as the economy, I think he's trying to do the right thing. I'm glad he worked on the tariff thing, and kind of some of the other countries came around, and I like how he supports the military, and I don't know. It's just kind of refreshing. And he's awake.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not falling down the steps or can't come down the steps from an airplane and stuff like that.
Like
yeah.
my husband.
Are we on national television? I'm sorry, Ivan.
Don't watch that.
I mean, Steve.
There you go.
Oh my, which one is your husband? All right, well, you know what? You're in hot water. Get out of here. Okay. Thank you, ladies, for your time. What rating would you give Donald Trump for his job so far? 10 being the best.
I don't know, like 7.5.
7? Okay. What areas could he improve on to get that score up?
I feel like you just got to bring the cost of food down.
Okay.
I don't really know, but I feel like in general I feel like he does a good job. So
Yeah, same.
I'm about that Trump.
All right, same here, about that Trump. We're asking people if they could rate Donald Trump's job so far, 1 to 10, 10 being the highest. What score would you give him?
0.
0, okay.
Probably about the same.
Okay, I've got a negative 50 today.
Oh, it's good. Well, yeah, what's the scale that we're working with?
1 to 10, but she said negative 50. And you said 0. That's not on the scale, but that's okay. We'll give it to you. Why is 0?
Yeah, I think it's a issue of the way that he's addressing the company needs is like a child. And I think that there's really an issue with blaming Democrats for things that he's responsible for. I think the current government shutdown is clearly a Republican issue.
Really?
They control the legislative branch, the executive branch, and the judicial branch right now. So the fact that they're talking about this is like ridiculous. They're pointing to like microcosm facts, like the idea that you would need to let anyone who needs emergency care have emergency care because they're bleeding out or they're passed out. And then they're going to say that the entire Democratic Party is supporting individuals who are like really in cardiac arrest or passed out or about to deliver a baby, and like as if we're gonna like what, card them at the door like before we give treatment. Like what exactly does that imply if you are going to have an issue with undocumented workers receiving healthcare in an emergency situation? Like I would like to know the opposite of that, how exactly you would.
So it's actually illegal. No hospital can turn anyone away, even if they're illegal or even if they're a criminal running from the cops. So illegals can get health care even today. They can go to the hospital. It's about giving them government subsidized health insurance is what it is. But let me ask you this. What exactly are the Democrats not voting yes on? Do you know exactly what it is?
Yeah, I think that in particular, it's that we want to have all of the Medicaid.
No, like the resolution. Do you know what that resolution is that they won't vote yes on?
No, I don't know the resolution.
It's a continuing resolution that they voted for 13 times previously. The last one was just, I think, in August or September. They voted yes on it. And so it's the same exact bill that's been passed down 13 times to keep the government open while they handle these separate different bills and what's the word I'm looking for? Several different things that needs to go through the government so that it doesn't shut down. It's just a continuing resolution. They voted for it 13 different times. So why aren't they voting for the same continuing resolution bill now that they did just 2 months ago?
I think at this point it's time to take a stand on something.
They voted yes 13 times on it. It just keeps the government going exactly how it was under the Biden administration. Actually, it's the same exact thing because stuff from the big beautiful bill hasn't actually most of it hasn't taken place yet. It starts next year. So this is just a continuing resolution.
No, it's actually, it was very strategic in my opinion that the big beautiful bill has a lot of things that aren't going to take effect until future years, so that it will appear as though it's not part of the current administration's issue when rural hospitals shut down, for example.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. Hospitals aren't going to shut down.
They have already.
Which ones have shut down because of the big beautiful bill?
Well, not because of the big beautiful bill yet, because a lot of that hasn't been implemented.
Okay, so what hospitals have shut down? That's Trump's fault.
Well, we can't say yet, but the general state of healthcare in general, that there are hospitals in rural parts of America and people cannot get healthcare in rural parts
You know
of
why?
America.
That's a good point. You know why? Because the Democrats want to repeal the rural healthcare. I forget exactly what it's called, but it's about healthcare and hospitals funding in rural areas. They want to take that out. That's part of their amendments to the continuing resolution. They want to take that out. They want to repeal that, and they want to add in protections for illegal immigrants. If you could rate Donald Trump's job on a second term, 10 being the best, what number would you give him?
10.
10? All right. Send the liberals my way. I thought maybe with your hat, you may have been a liberal, but
No. My understanding is the only protection for illegal immigrants relates to the emergency care. So could you cite that for me? Because I'm trying to learn as well.
Yes, they cite the laws in California that allows illegal aliens to access health care off of government subsidies, so like Medicaid. That's legal in California, and that's happening. So they want to expand that to be a federal thing.
Do you know, I'm curious, are you a Floridian?
I'm a Floridian, yeah.
Yeah, how much revenue is the state of Florida getting from undocumented workers and tax revenue today in Florida?
So I know overall they're getting about $37 billion annually, the whole United States is, but illegal aliens who are workers are costing us $150 billion. And so they're actually a drain on our economy and our taxpayer dollar.
How are they costing us $150 billion? Help me understand that.
Yeah, so when they go and they use our resources, so they go in and they apply for things like Medicaid or Medicare, and then they apply for government subsidies and welfare, and then they use our housing systems, and then they go and they use like our food banks and stuff like that. They're draining our economy and taking the place of American citizens who would otherwise use that. So American citizens are having to foot the bill for their care in our country because they're unvetted and they're not here legally, and so they aren't guaranteed and they don't have any right to that. So they contribute about $37 billion annually, but they're costing us $150 billion. What grade would you give Donald Trump?
I see you on Facebook.
Well, is this like a super red area? Where are all the liberals at?
I don't know, but I don't care.
Tell them to come talk to me. I'm looking for them. I can't find any. Welcome to the Farmers Market. Yeah. We're asking people on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest. If you could rate Donald Trump's job in his second term, what would you give him?
9.
A 9? Okay, so we're fans.
Yes, we
We're
are.
fans. All right, what can he do to improve and get that 10?
curb his tongue a little bit with
Okay.
some of his comments.
Okay. All right. I love his comments. I think he's hilarious. We need a little bit of that.
I still don't think we got enough.
I bet you we do. I'll leave you on this. Do you know how many billions of dollars illegal alien workers cost the United States every year? $150 billion. Now, do you know how much in taxes they contribute every year?
No.
Only about 37 billion. So they're actually not contributing much to the economy. They're actually a drain on the economy. And so I actually support getting the workers out as well.
Do you support bringing people here legally at least?
As of right now, no. I think we should halt legal immigration right now. I think we have a really big problem and we need to focus on getting the illegals out. And then we can look at how many people we're bringing into our country. We take the most immigrants legally out of any other country. And I think maybe we need to halt that for maybe 10 years and figure out what's going on with our own country, with our own
Bad
people.
idea.
And then, we can make room for the legal citizens once we get the illegal ones out.
Well, I think I have to disagree with you on these things,
okay.
but it's okay. This is why we live in America and we can disagree. So, but
I appreciate your
you
time.
asking me.
I appreciate you answering. Thank you so much for a nice dialogue. We'll give you a little fist bump. Dialogue fist bump. Thank you for your time. See, thank you. Thank you so much. Sure, yeah.
No way. I was like, there's no way that she's right here. Thank you.
I appreciate you.
Keep doing what you're doing.